Hi friends, I'm Tammy with Mountain Grandma. Welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to show you how to make a delicious cast iron skillet Mexican dip. It's cheesy, hearty, perfect for family gatherings. If you're looking for an easy crowd pleaser for New Year's Eve or game day, potlucks, or even a cozy night at home, this one's a winner. And this video is part of the Dipcember 25 collaboration hosted by the Inquisitive Farmwife. Let's get started. All right, so here's what you're going to need. A stick of cream cheese at room temperature, 2 cups shredded cheese, about a half a cup of chopped olives, a half a cup of cilantro, a can of black beans. You're going to need some frozen corn, Greek yogurt or sour cream, 1 red bell pepper chopped, and a package of taco seasoning. All right, here is some sour cream that I've whipped up from this sour cream powder. This is freeze-dried sour cream. Takes a cup of this powder to a half a cup of water, and then you just mix it together and you can substitute it out in recipes. Great to have on your shelf for when you think that you have Greek yogurt or sour cream and then you open it and discover it's disgusting and no longer good. So this really comes in handy. I recommend everybody have something like this on their shelf in their pantry for times such as these. All right, moving on. Okay, in this bowl, I've got 1 stick of cream cheese that is at room temperature. So it's been left out to get to room temperature. I'm adding in that sour cream. This is 1 cup of the sour cream that was, previously a powder. And I'm also going to add to this a package of taco seasoning. I love Cholula hot sauce, and this is chili garlic taco seasoning. You can use any kind you want. All right, I'm going to get this mixed up, and I'll be back with you. While I'm mixing, I want to take a quick minute to thank Angela over at the Inquisitive Farmwife for the invitation to participate in this collaboration. And I also want to remind all of you to check out the description box down below. You'll have this recipe and also a link to the playlist and the schedule for all the other content creators' videos that are participating, as well as information on the giveaway. That's right, giveaway. All right, we've got this all mixed up. Now we're going to go ahead and set this aside, and I'll take you to the next step. All right, to my cast iron here, I'm going to add in a can of black beans. These have been drained and rinsed. And then I'm also going to add to this 1 cup of frozen corn. All right, I'm going to get this mixed up well. I do want to mention, if you wanted to use a different kind of bean or add other beans, you could. I would not suggest using refried beans, because when this goes in the oven, the refried beans could stick or burn on the bottom. So unless, I guess, maybe they're really like watery refried beans or something, but you're going to have that issue to deal with. So just putting that out there. All right, I have this mixed up well, and I've got it kind of covering the whole pan. And over the top of this, I'm going to put the sour cream cottage cheese mixture. So I'm going to go ahead and spread this over the top. All right, once you've got that spread evenly across the top, we're going to add in the 2 cups of shredded cheese. I encourage you to shred your own cheese. But if it's easier, you can take it from the bag, of course. Now, I didn't record video of me spreading that sour cream and cream cheese mixture over the top, but I do want to point out that if your cream cheese is not at room temperature when you go to do that, it is going to be quite a challenge. I mean, I could see that really being an issue. So keep that in mind. And then on the cheese, I prefer shredding my own cheese because read the ingredients on the cheese bags. They put flour in the cheese to make sure that it doesn't stick together. So it just kind of affects like the final outcome. Still good though. All right, we've got our oven set to 400 and we're going to bake this for 20 minutes. All right, when you pull it out of the oven, it's going to look like this. It'll be bubbly, golden brown on top. and throw whatever toppings you want to on the top of this. I'm going to be adding some tomatoes. And I'm also going to add some bell peppers. I ended up going with some orange bell peppers. And I'm going to add in some green onions. And we're going to add some olives. And lastly, some cilantro. And there it is. This is such a great addition to a table when you're having a gathering. It's nice to have a nice warm dip. It was just a huge hit with our family, and I'm sure your family will love it too. And hang on, I'm going to give you a bite here. Yum. Very hearty, very tasty dip. And if you want to check out other great dip recipes, make sure to go down to the description box down below and click on a link to the playlist so you can watch all the other great content creators' videos that are going on out there right now. And there is a giveaway, so make sure to check out that information too. And if you're new to my channel and you appreciate this kind of content, I hope you consider subscribing and give us a thumbs up and leave a comment down below. Thanks so much, and until I see you next time, keep your joy, folks.